Agents, you have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Second, 2 out, Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series. Open, Chicago with the lead. Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Under it, and to the middle with the 15, to the 20, breaks free of the 25, to the 30, to the outside, 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the coast, 20, 15, Hester 5, touchdown Bears!
Time in 6 seasons, it's 1 goal achieved. The Chicago Blackhawks win the Stanley Cup.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it, throw to Rizzo. It's in time, and the Chicago Blackhawks win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Shawn and Maya in the morning on this House Music Monday edition. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Listen, go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button. And now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. Go to the show's page. Go to Shawn and Maya in the morning. Go to that page as well. Like that page as well. And now you're following Shawn and Maya as well as Sports Zone Chicago. Got it? Perfect. Now, if you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real. Listen, go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, click the notification button. That's the little bell next to it, okay? That's the little bell you see right there. That's the notification button, and that'll let you know anytime a show from sports, any show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. All right? Get it? Got it? Good. Now, if you're watching us on our mobile app, now, if you didn't know we had a mobile app, are you for real? Like, for real? Listen. Wherever you get your apps from, okay? We get them from different places. From iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Walmart, Kmart, 7-Eleven, Zayre, Zemsky, Macy, Montgomery Ward, Venture, Woolworth, wherever you get them from. You go there, you type in Sports Zone Chicago, you download it, you take us with you on the go. Not only do you get Shawn and Maya in the morning 3 days a week, not only do you get our other live shows throughout the week, not only are they archived there like they are on Facebook and YouTube, but guess what? We give you a slew. And I mean, thanks to my man Clarence Council III. Big up to Clarence for keeping you abreast of all articles Chicago sports related. Listen. And if you're watching this on our Roku channel, I like that kind of party, baby. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Man, Sports Zone Chicago is on Roku. Yes. Come on now. Where have you been? Where'd you been, man? We're on Roku. Look at, if you didn't, boom, bam, ta-dow. Let's do us a favor. If you have a Roku device in the house, go ahead and download the app. Download our Tile. Okay, put it right there next to Netflix, Apple TV Plus, Hulu, HBO Max, which is now just Max, Disney Plus, Showtime, Stars. Put it right smack dab in the middle. And you can put it and you can watch it live on the big screen. Hell, we're on the big screen right in Mickey Ficky now. All right, we're on the big screen right now. So you see this pretty little face on a 65-inch, 75-inch TV. That's what I'm talking about. Just do us that favor. And if you have more than one Roku television in the house, do us a favor. Download Sports Zone Chicago Tile. Download Sports Zone Chicago's Tile to all of them. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Now, if you're watching, I'm telling you, you can also tweet the show. I almost forgot where I was going there. And you want to tweet the show, you can tweet us at Sports Zone Shy, that's CHI, at Sports Zone Shy now. If you want to follow me, just me personally online, you want to know what I did? Well, let me tell you what I did. You want to know what I did? Well, here's what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, the Snapper, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. If you want to follow my lovely co-host, Maya Akai, you can follow her on Facebook and Twitter at the Sports Chica. Want to follow her on Instagram because you're an IG and you do it just for the gram, well, just follow her at Maya_Akai. It's MAYA_AKAI. Man, we have a phenomenal show for you, but we need you to get interactive. And listen, whatever platform you're watching us on, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, whether it's our mobile app, you can't get interactive with us, unfortunately, on Roku, but just watch us on Roku and do it on your phone. All right, leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up here, and guess what? We will include it in the show, incorporate it into the show, and you know what? That is what makes this the best Chicago sports talk morning show around. Is your questions, your comments, your participation, your smart ass remarks. Bring them. We want all that smoke. We ain't got nothing to hide over here. We ain't scared of nobody. So bring it. Don't sing it. Bring it. Just put it up there. We'll put them up there. It makes it so fun. My man, let's see who's in this chat already. Yeah, we're jumping already. Cornelia Squalls, what up, baby? What up? My man Armando Emeterio. Lara Jr., he's in the house. Patty Lara, she's in the house as well. If that's the case, if Junior and Patty are there, that means Armando Emeterio, Lara the fourth, and Jeremiah are in the house. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Cornelia Squalls, yeah, he's talking. Luis Mejia in the house. Good morning, baby. Rise and grind. Woo, Charlie. Let's see. I missed this. What did I miss? It's hard not to go in the refrigerator after the MFer in the kitchen segment. They're having their own conversations in the chat room. That's fine. Yes, it was, Luis. Yes. We're going to talk about that today. Man, and that's what makes this team so maddening. We're going to talk about this team. Man, we got a lot to talk. We got Cubs. The Bo Sox were in town. Okay. The Boston Red Sox were in town handling Freudian slip. Hanging out at Wrigley. Trying to do a number on the Cubs. The White Sox were in the ATL against the best team in baseball over the weekend, trying to salvage at least one game. Justin Fields is down in Florida working out with some of his peoples. Bulls signing some of their acquisitions or an acquisition. We've got a lot to talk about today. It's gonna be fun. So make sure you keep it locked right here for the next 1 hour and 50 plus minutes. It's going to be fun. It is going to be really, really, really fun. Monica, good morning, mommy. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope I occupied Jeremiah's time and keep him occupied and quiet for the next 2 hours. Excellent. Well, man, listen, I don't know a lot about a lot, but I do know this. I do know that more of the usual suspects will be tuning in as the show goes on. I don't know a lot about a lot, but I do know that. And we'll shout them out when they get a chance to join the show. We'll shout them out. Let's see who else. I hope you guys had a great weekend. It was a little rainy. It was a rainy weekend, yeah. But I hope you got to enjoy it. Oh man, there was a lot going on. The Colombian Fest was going on this weekend. What else is going on? I had a birthday party to go to. Yeah, it was fun. Block parties to go to. This weekend was fun. It's summertime shy, baby. You know, there's at least 3 or 4 or 5 different things to go to in addition, like events, like fests, as well as, you got block parties, you have birthday parties, you have a whole bunch of other stuff. In addition to the rooftops, the patios, the restaurants, man, summertime shy, there's nothing like it in the world. Nothing compares to it at all. Oh, Levette Lee, she's in the house. He said, but her phone's not allowing her to say hi. Well, you know what? That's okay. Good morning, Levette. Thanks for tuning in, Ma. I appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. Well, guys, you know how we do. The first segment of every show is called Top of the Morning.
It won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
Yeah. Well, the first top of the morning topic. Let's see. Hold on, player. What are we looking at? Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Which way? I know which way we go. We're going this way. Yesterday, the good guys. The White Sox. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We're going to start with them. Ha, ha, ha. The White Sox with a big win yesterday in the ATL. Blow out the best team in baseball, 8-1. Let me tell you something. Dylan Cease was dealing. He got the win. He's 4-3 on the season. It's his first. He had 8 consecutive no decisions. 8 consecutive no decisions. Are you kidding me? You know, offense couldn't put up numbers for him. Defense would blow leads. Wow. Since May, end of May was the last time he won a game. So he went 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 6 punch outs. My man Lou Bob, you see him. Luis Robert, fresh off the All-Star break. He is back, baby. Woo, Charlie, he was 4 for 5, hitting his 27th homer of the season. Driving in his 54th, 55th, and 56th runs of the season as well. Jake Burger. I'm telling you, Freddie's on 31st. You better make a burger called Burger. The Burger. I'm telling you, he was 1 for 4 yesterday, hitting his 21st home run a day after he hit his 20th home run. And he drove in his 43rd and 44th runs of the season. TA, is he starting to get back on track? I don't know, but he was 2 for 4 yesterday, driving in his 14th RBI of the season. And the great part about it is the White Sox win the series against the best team in baseball, 2-1. This is what makes this team so maddening. This is what gives Sox fans ulcers. This is what makes us pull out our hair. To do that to that team in the ATL, in their home park. Not at home. We're not on the south side. We're not on 35th and Shields. We're in the ATL, in the house of the team with the best record in baseball. The Braves had won 11 series in a row. 11 straight home games. They had hit a homer in 28 straight games. And all that came to an end yesterday. In convincing fashion. Convincing fashion. And I know we can't have Dylan Cease pitch every day. But hell, we've had great outings from Lucas Giolito, and he's lost or got a no decision. We've had great outings from Lance Lynn. He's got a no decision or a loss. We've had great outings from Michael Kopech, who definitely didn't have one on Friday, and he'd get the loss or no decision. The ability of this team has never been in question. Never been a question. The ability. It's literally their desire. That's it. And you know what? This is what. So does this series win? Does this really change what Rick Hahn's going to do? Does it change the fact that he should be a seller? Does it change that? I don't know. But you know what? Just to add insult to injury, the next top of the morning topic, Eloy Jimenez. Strained his groin. Running down the first, running out a ground ball, trying to avoid a double play. Hustling. It was also would have been there were runners on first and third. God, that's a great cup of tea. Runners on first and third. It would have been an RBI had he been safe. But he tweaked his groin. So Pedro Grifol says he'll be out 4 to 5 days. So is that a week? 2 weeks? You know, people are going to start listening. I've said this. I mean, what do I know? I was only a strength and conditioning coach for 15 years. Track coach for, 10, 12 years? What I know about keeping athletes loose, ready to perform. Frank Thomas said it yesterday on the post game, and I've been saying this. I need to see what you do. How do you warm up? Like, you need to start the game sweating. All right. Baseball is a very slow sport, but you got to get up. And he talked about it yesterday with Eloy's injury. He said Eloy's got to get up to full speed before the game. Even if it's 1 or 2 reps, just running in the outfield. You know me, I am a proponent of being warm, having your muscles ready. And that comes with sweat. That comes with blood flow to your legs. And Eloy doesn't do that. Or these guys don't do it well enough. They don't hit 100%. They're not sweating. You see them, there's no glistening on their face. There's no shine on their face. They're not properly warmed up. And that is the issue. I'm telling you. White Sox, give me a call. We'll put these guys in a nice little routine. If you want to have any more soft tissue injuries, I got it. I've done it almost 20 years. Come on now. And I can safely say that, maybe one, and it wasn't even at a meet or anything. I'm trying to think of how many football players and or guys in the track team had hamstring injuries or groin injuries. I don't think very many. I can't remember one. You can take care of it. Holla at your boy, White Sox. Holla at your boy, because I got it. Big Z, you're right. You got to look like Sweaty Freddy. Man, you have to be sweating. All right? And you could, just before you go up, wipe a towel on wipe your face off with a towel, wipe your head off. But you need to be sweating, so that means your muscles are warm. You can't have this bullshit. Oh, another one. I mean, how big of sissies do we look? How soft do we look? Every year it's somebody. The last 3 or 4 years it's something. And more than one time in the year. More than one time. It's a groin. Then it's a hammy. Then it's a quad. Then it's an oblique. Then it's a glute. Come on, man. Come on, man. These little things keep us out. We don't have our full team on a day in and day out basis. We don't. But I digress. Let's move on. Next top of the morning topic, the Cubs. Ooh, tough one. Cubs fall to the Boston Red Sox 11-5. Justin Steele, the All-Star, had a rough day at the office. He got the loss. He's 9-3 on the season. He went 6 innings, 10. Ouch. 10 hits, 6 earned runs, 6 punch outs. Nico Horner was 1 for 3 with a triple. Driving in his 47th and 48th runs of the year. Talkman was 2 for 2 with an RBI, his 23rd of the season. And Christopher Morel, he was 1 for 5, driving in his 40th run of the season. I was telling Steve this morning, I got the clips together. I'm like, wait a minute. I said, Belly didn't hit the homer yesterday. That was Friday, right? Or Saturday, right? He's like, yeah, it was Saturday. I almost want him to just to put that in the highlights. We're going to talk about Cody Bellinger and how his price tag keeps going up and up and up. It keeps going up and up and up. I told you. I done did tell y'all. I told you. You know I'm not a Cub fan. When I was watching him practice, I'm like, man, that's a sneaky good signing. His swing looks good. This guy is ready to go make a lot of money in 2024. And he's been nothing short of spectacular for this Cubs team. Nothing. Nothing short of. You know, remember when we talked about those signings? Belly, Swanson, even Hosmer. Okay? These are all World Series winners. A couple Gold Glove winners in there. And the thing is, I was excited about or happy about was the culture. Like, these guys know how to win. You have a lot of youngsters on this Cubs team. And what habits you pick up when you're around a Gold Glove World Series champion. And then multiple ones. Okay, you signed Bellinger. You signed Dansby. You signed Hosmer. You signed, who was the other World Series guy? Off the top of my head. Is it Trey Mancini? I think that might have been it. But you signed these veterans, winners, to be around your youngsters. Guys who are just coming in, first, second year in the league. So they can, and they're going to pick up. They're going to pick up what you're putting down. And what you're putting down is your daily routine. Your daily routine, how to go about business on a daily basis. Because it's a grind. And you have to have a ritual. You have to have a process every day. Good or bad. Stick to the process. Stick to the process. Stick to the process. And if you do, chances are you'll be a very productive player. And again, hats off to Jed for what he's done, for bringing those guys in. You had guys last year, as bad as the team as it was, you still had guys hustling. You still had guys running it out. You still had guys ready to run through a brick wall for you, Rossi. Now you add talent. There's a little bit of a surprise that the record isn't better than it is, but you're still only, 7 games back? Like, there's literally plenty of time for you. I'm sorry, they're 8. The Cubs are 8. My good guys are 8.5. Well, it's not a lot of time. You better start making a move in that division like now. You've got the time. Well, the next top of the morning topic, listen. Justin Fields and the Bears. Justin Fields is working out with most of his receivers in Miami. Down in Florida, he is working. They're working, baby, working. And we talked about it the other day. Here, peep this. Check this out.
I can
feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what...
It looked good. We talked about it. Cole Kmet. Most of those were Darnell Mooney. EQ St. Brown. I like it. I like it a lot. PJ Walker's down there. Tyler Scott's down there. Who else? Chase Claypool's down there. And in that video, Chase Claypool, I believe, he wasn't there the last day or two. I want to say maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, something like that. His fiance is pregnant, and she's ready to give birth any day. When I saw her at the camp that I worked, yeah, he said she was ready. She was ready to go, and he goes any day now. I was like, all right, cool. But DJ Moore's down there, dude. Justin Fields is working with DJ Moore. He's working with Darnell Mooney. He's working with Tyler Scott. He's working with EQ St. Brown. He's working with Chase Claypool. He's working with Nasimba Webster. He's working with Cole Kmet. We already saw what steps, how big of a jump, an improvement Cole Kmet made last year. We saw how big of a jump Darnell Mooney was going to make before he got hurt last year. And this is all from working out with Justin Fields in the summer. This is when they're learning a new offense. They're having to learn a new offense and trying to figure it out. You ain't learning a new offense anymore. Nope. You are excelling in this offense now. It's comfortable to you. And then it's interesting. So Chase Claypool put out he tweeted out something to say. He said, you know what? He's like, basically said, responding to those that think he's not training hard enough in the offseason. He's like, oh, shoot, I have to post a workout so people get off my ass. And then he's like, not going to happen. Which is fine. I got no problem with it. You don't have to post your workouts. You don't. You do not. But what I'm saying is, if I'm seeing Justin Fields and DJ Moore and Tyler Scott and EQ St. Brown and Darnell Mooney and Nasimba Webster, Tyler Scott, I seen all these guys working out with Justin Fields. I need to see you there as well on the film. I don't need to know that you're just working out. You're doing your workouts, whether it's here or across the pond while you're doing your modeling stuff. Cool. But there's nothing like getting chemistry with your quarterback. For me, that was the issue that I had. Like, I didn't see him there. But according to Simeon Kelly, he's Sir Simeon Kelly. He's been following him down there. And the other day, I said Justin Fields, PJ Walker, Nate Peterman, Chase Claypool, Nasimba Webster, Darius Fountain, Cole Kmet, EQ St. Brown, Darnell Mooney, Tyler Scott. As I said, DJ Moore wasn't there that day because of the fact that his fiance was pregnant and she was ready to give birth any day. So maybe her water broke. I don't know. She went to labor. I don't know. But he wasn't. That was the one day he wasn't there. But he's been down there. So for those people who don't think this Bears team is going to have a big jump, keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. This team is going to be so much better. And just think, they're not even done. They don't even have a stud 3-tech. Or maybe they do. Maybe Devon Dexter is that dude. I don't know. But just watch. This is going to be a good year for the Bears. Led by their stud quarterback, future face of one of the faces of the NFL, in Justin Fields. Yeah. It's going to be quite the show. Keep moving. Yeah, we'll keep it moving. We'll get to the rest of these. The next top of the morning topic. Where'd you go? The Bulls. Only the Bulls. Only the Bulls. The Bulls. They officially signed Torrey Craig, 2-year, $5.4 million deal. He's a 3-and-D guy. Guy with some length, some athleticism. Shoot the three for him. Yeah. So good to have him there, or have him signed, sealed, and delivered. And the next top of the morning topic, Connor Bedard. Woo! Connor Bedard. He has reached an NHL entry-level contract. I was looking for it. I didn't hear any of the parameters, but it's a 3-year deal. It's a 3-year deal? It's an entry-level contract. There was no question as to when or if he was going to sign it. It was just when. He signed it yesterday, so he is officially in the fold. Man. On the lakefront, on Madison Street, things are looking good. For a team not owned by Jerry Reinsdorf, things are looking good. Oh man, I'm giving him a little too much. No, I'm not giving him too much shit. That's just real talk. Yeah, I know you signed, Torrey Craig, but all right. It's nice signing. I'm not jumping through the moon. I'm not jumping for joy over that signing. I'm happy. I like it. But he is a role player. I need some impact players. And keep continuing to sign role players when you don't have the impact. Yeah, I think we need a couple different more. We're gonna need I need a big splash. Because our guy, Max Strus, Hickory Hills, Stagg High School's very own, Chicagoland's very own, DePaul, Blue Demons. He just signed what was his deal? Hold on. He signed with Cleveland. He signed a 4-year, $63 million deal. That story's great for him. It's great for kids. We're talking about a tall white kid who went to Stagg High School. How many basketball players made it to the NBA from Stagg High School in the Chicagoland area? None, except him. You talk about setting an example, being a phenomenal story. There it is. There's your phenomenal story. Would have loved to play with the Bulls. Hell, was in the organization, played for their G team, their G League team. And you know what? They asked him about it. They interviewed him and they asked him about it. And he just said, you know what? He said, first of all, he said the politically correct thing. He didn't accuse them like, they're so full of shit. They should have signed me, whatever. He said I was rehabbing off an ACL. The front office changed. I'm not one of their guys. I get it. And it's cool. But I wonder underneath how much he's like, dude, I'm here. I wanted to play. I was a Bull fan. I wanted to play for the Bulls. And you cut me. You released me. But he said the right thing. The politically correct thing. So, hats off to Max Strus. Man, I hear you, Papa. You're making that money. 4 years, $63 million. Woo! Anyway, listen, let's take a quick break. On the other side of the break, we'll have more sports conversation. We're going to talk a little baseball. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
Yeah, hello. I'm really not sure if this is what you all do, but I really don't have anywhere else to turn.
Hi. I don't even know why I'm calling right now. I'm sorry. My thoughts are going a mile a minute.
My kids are out of state. My buddies from the army are all gone now. I'm really alone.
I left the service last year. My mom just passed away a few months ago. I miss so much time with her. I keep getting calls about the bills, and I'm trying to get a job, but I feel so stuck.
Okay, ma'am. I'm glad you called.
Okay, sir. Let's stay on the line and walk through some things.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Tonight, Tim Anderson has the first hit of this ball game. Better series for Tim here, these three, don't you think?
I absolutely agree. I think that he's starting to find that middle.
To come home here and face the Atlanta Braves.
Swing and a miss, strike three, one gone.
Got him on a fastball. Hit his 20th home run last night. It ended up being a game winner.
That ball's crushed to left center field by Berger. And Jake Berger, a day after hitting number 20, has 21.
An absolute frozen row.
Man on and one out, and he hits a high, deep fly ball. Center field, it is gone. Into the Braves bullpen. 8-1. He's 4 for 4.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of NBC Sports Chicago. Those were the good guys on the south, from the south side, down a little further south than that, down at Truist Park, down in the ATL, beating the Atlanta Braves, smacking the dog snot out of them, 8-1 yesterday. And it was payback for Friday. Friday, they whooped our ass. Michael Kopech lasted 2 outs in the first inning. Man, he had a rough game. They beat us 9-0. We beat him Saturday. We beat him Sunday with an 8-1 exclamation point. I'll tell you what, that's the way to go. Now, this is, as I talked about, this is what makes this team so freaking maddening. Is you have that, we didn't have, and Eloy got hurt, so we don't even have Yo-Yo yet. We don't even have Yo-Yo back yet. Yo-Yo started a rehab assignment down in Charlotte. My question is, where's he going to play? Where's he going to play? Because Berger is looking, Frank Thomas said it best Friday, no, Saturday or Sunday. I think it was Saturday. He said he's looking like a first-round pick. Jake Berger is looking like a first-round pick like he was. You never would have known he tore his Achilles twice. The way he hustles down that line. That's a big dude. Bergerbaum is a big dude. The way he runs down the line, you never would have known. And this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. This is the type of stuff where he's busting his ass down first base line. Ground ball, he's running. So where's Yo-Yo going to play? You know, everyone's talking about seller. Okay, cool. Who are you going to sell? You can't trade Eloy now. He's hurt. No one's going to trade for Moncada. Luis Roberts untouchable. TA? He might be the only person you can trade. He might be the only person you can trade because people have seen TA's got the work. TA's put the work in. He has the resume. What, 3 years, 4 years of 300, hitting 300, one bad year? People are like, nah, it's one bad year for TA. A lot of personal stuff going on in his life. That's not going to last. All right, he'll be back soon. He'll be back to hitting 300. And I'll tell you what. TA's going to be back by the end of the year. The TA we know and love. You know why? I'll tell you why. 2 words, right field. You see his first hit? Opposite. He went oppo. He went to the right side. When TA starts going opposite field, he is locked in. He's starting to get locked in now. He starts going the other way. Woo, Charlie, watch it. That means when you go the other way, it gives you more time in the box. Okay, it's just the angle of the bat. When you pull it, you're ahead of the ball. When you go the opposite field, you're a little late on the ball. But that gives you believe me, that much more time to look at a pitch. And that much more time is huge. It's huge. And once Tim starts able to go that way, and then they try to get him inside, and he realized here comes a fastball inside, here comes something inside, he's going to start turning. And Tim has gone over 1 year. Remember, he was hurt last year. There was a meme going around on Facebook talking about, he's been a whole year with a home run. All right, guys. He missed the end of the last season. Chunk. Was it half the season? All right. So it's been 1 year since he's hit a home run. He hasn't hit a home run yet this season. Trust me. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. What you keep doing, Tim, you keep going the opposite way. Keep getting that extra fraction of a second to see a pitch and shoot it to right field. Because I'll tell you what, here's the thing about Tim Anderson. Mark my words, July 17th, 2023, when he starts hitting, after he hits his first homer, it's going to come in bunches. He may finish with 15 or 20 homers by the end of the season. When he gets that first one, they're going to come in bunches. And I know his leg was an issue. Remember, someone was diving into third base. He was covering third, and the dude was diving into him, and he jacked up his knee. I thought it was kind of a shit play, a bullshit play, a dirty play, but whatever. There's some saying his leg still isn't 100%. I don't know. We'll see. But when he starts, Tim is electric. Tim is electric. Say what you want about him, about his personal life, and do whatever. That's fine. Whatever. It's cool. Tim's electric. Okay? And he might be the first gone. I personally think it's going to be a pitcher. It could be Lucas. It could be Lance Lynn. Or it could be one of the relievers. Let's not forget, now, you know what's, again, maddening? All the people that are going to be scavenge hunting or being scavengers for our White Sox, you got to have talent for people to watch you. You got to be performing for people to watch you. So people are going after Lance Lynn. There's one pitcher. People are going after Lucas Giolito. That's 2 pitchers. People going after Toussaint, 3 pitchers. If they want Ray or looking at Ray, 4 pitchers. There's about 5, another 1 or 2 relievers. Oh, I forgot them. Kelly. Graveman. No, Graveman hasn't been pitching very well, although someone might go for him. We're talking about 6 or 7 pitchers that people are going to want from our team. If people want them, they can perform well. Why aren't they performing well on a consistent basis with us? I'm telling you, this thing can be turned around. You got 1 year, 2024. You got 1 year, and you're going to have to act like a cutthroat organization. You're going to have to let Pedro Grifol go, which you won't do. But I'm saying here's how you fix it. You go and you fire Pedro, and you go bring in a World Series winning manager. Okay? You go get a World Series winning manager. You won't do it. You won't do it because you still want to send the lineups in from the front office, from upstairs. And Ozzie Guillen or Joe Girardi or Joe Madden are going to tell you to go fuck yourself. Like, no, you're not putting my lineup together. I am. We can discuss it, but I have the final say. I mean, they might not even want to discuss it. Like, I know, I got a feel. I want this guy playing today. But they will not do it. That's how you get this team back in order. You get a guy who's going to hold them accountable. You get a guy who's going to not get in their face, but who's going to tell them exactly what they're doing, what they're doing wrong. You're not hustling. You're chasing too many damn pitches. You're not being selective enough. You're wasting too many pitches. You're being too patient. You're not attacking hitters. You're missing your spots. I need better control out of you. Better accuracy, better pinpoint accuracy. When I need to bust someone inside, when he needs to be busted inside. Ozzie, Girardi, Madden. These guys will tell you what you're doing wrong. Remember, they didn't even bring Bruce Bochy in for an interview. And what's Bruce Bochy doing? Oh, let's check and see. He's only got the Texas Rangers atop the AL West, 3 games ahead of the Houston Astros in his first season. This can be fixed. And the way it's going, you might have to run it back. But who are you trading off the pitching staff? Starters and relievers, because that's going to be a big problem. Joe Kelly, he hasn't done much for us. He was good for a while. He had a nice little stretch with 10 scoreless innings. It's nice. Or 10 scoreless outings. Okay, that's good. But Toussaint, we've seen Toussaint come in. He saved Kopech's ass. Well, didn't save his ass. Kopech still got the loss. But he made the game respectable on Friday. You got Toussaint, and no one's going to want Bummer. Lopez, yeah. Who's the other reliever that I'm thinking of? Sanchez. Is Sanchez? Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. They got some people. They got some guys who come in and do well. Hold on, let's see pitchers. Oh, shoot. Middleton? Yeah, Santos. That's who I'm thinking. Santos. They got some people that are going to be coveted by teams going into the fighting for a playoff spot or teams that are going for a deep playoff run. And those 1 or 2 picks that you can have now, that you get now, are awesome. Get off my lawn, Shawn. No, hey, you wait, Junior. You wait, Papa. I got your Cubs team coming up in about 30 seconds. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got something for you. But that's how it can be fixed. That's how it can be fixed. Sox fans aren't going to be happy about it if they run it back because, again, no one's trading for Moncada. Eloy's hurt. Lou Bob's untouchable. Might as well keep Tim Anderson and run it back one more time. As my friend Barry said, one more again. But this time bring in a manager. This time bring in someone with some gravitas. This time bring someone in who will hold them accountable. And this thing will be changed immediately. But you won't do it. Sox won't do it. You're in striking distance. You can do that. You just beat the best team in baseball. 2 out of 3 handily. The first game was a close game. Second and third, handily. Second one, not so handily, but yesterday's game, hands down. What about the Cubs? Shawn, you're right. Which Sox team is going to show up? And we're out of House Music Monday. Patty's wearing the Julian Jumping Perez shirt. You know what's really funny? I don't know where mine's at. I couldn't find it. It's probably in one of the other piles. Oh, it has to be in one of the other piles. Because I was going to wear that one today. That's funny. That would have been hilarious. What about you guys on the north side? Dude, you better. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But you better start talking. Yeah. Friday. So the Sox need to win that series to start off. It's going to be tough. You're in Atlanta, the best team in baseball. But they did it. You better start talking to extension with Belly Bomb, Cody Bellinger. Now, mind you, here's the biggest problem with that, or I should say the obstacle, not even a problem. Here's the obstacle with that. His agent is Scott Boras. If you're a baseball fan, you know who the hell Scott Boras is. Scott Boras is about he's like, fuck you, pay me. Or pay my client. All right? They are not going to talk extension right now. Not with the year that Bellinger is having. If Bellinger wasn't having as an impactful year, they might have. Might. But the way Bellinger is playing now, there's no way that Scott Boras is even going to think about talking extension with the Cubs. He's going to see what he can get in free agency. And the Cubs, you need to do everything you can. Say, hey, look, we gave you a shot. We gave you a 1-year deal. 17 mil, I believe, is what he's at right now. We gave you a shot. Give us the first shot to sign him. Keep him here. He's 28 years old. He's right in his prime. Give him a 5-year, 6-year deal. 25 mil per. 125, 130. You got it. You got it. The rooftops are jumping. Wrigleyville's jumping. The hotel is full. You're straight. Because why? If you do that, you've already signed, you've locked up Dansby Swanson for a few years, 5 years, 6 years, something like that. So he's not going anywhere. But you're going to get a Gold Glove, former MVP center fielder for 5 or 6 years? Hell yeah, do it. Do it. Do it. I know Boris. Man, you better be blowing up Boris's phone like, hey, Papa. We gave you the shot. Hook us up. 25, 20, 20. Well, he's making 17. 25, 22 to 25 per. 5 years, 6 years. 6 for 130. How's that? No. I'm thinking I did the math wrong. 25 is 150. 6 for 150. That's what it was. 25 a year. You may even go 160. What the hell? 160, 150 to 175 for Bellinger. And I know you got some other young guys you want to sign, but why would you get rid of guys who were producing? Dansby Swanson was producing before he got hurt. Been producing all year. And what did I just talk about? Having these young guys watch winners go to work. Day in and day out. Day in and day out. No, you won't have enough money for Ohtani. Ohtani, in talking to my guy Bob Nightingale, probably wants to stay on the left coast. The Dodgers are probably the unofficial favorites because they need him. You only got Mookie Betts and a whole bunch of other studs on that team. There's some stuff that they got to do. And the first one is re-signing. It's easier. Some people said, well, let them go, trade them, get some prospects, and you can sign them again in free agency. Yeah, it's possible. Okay, it happened with Aroldis Chapman in 16. He was a rental, went right back to the Yankees. You gave up Gleyber Torres, but he went right back to the Yankees. So it's possible. It's not out of the realm of possibility to happen just 7 years ago. Holy cow. Holy cow. But it'd be easier if he was just here. Easier for the extension. But again, Scott Boras he's not having that one. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. He's hitting the free market. He's trying to get the most money he can. And that's his job. So you can say whatever you want about Scott Boras. All right, a lot of people don't like him. A lot of people, remember, the Sox wouldn't negotiate with any of Scott Boras' clients for a while. With when Kenny was running the show, remember? They would not negotiate. They would not go after any Scott Boras clients. You know why? Because Scott Boras is a arrogant son of a bitch. You know what? Kenny is an arrogant son of a bitch. And they butted heads. There were two proud sons of guns that they weren't backing down at all. And Kenny hated it. Hated it. Hated it. You remember that when the Sox said they wouldn't go after any of Boris's clients? Yep. Because he's the kind of guy that you want. If you're a good player, or if you're one of those players, yeah, you want him as your agent. Because he's going to get you the most money possible. Somewhere. Like, it may not be with the team you want it to be with, but you'll get the most money. He's going to get you the best deal. He's a shark. He's a shark. And now you see why so many people have him as their agent, his agency, because they don't play around. They're coming with the minimum $100 million deals. That's on the low end. $100 million deals for his clients now is like, oh, you got gypped. You got shorted. You got cheated. Or you're lucky because you're not a very good player and you still got $100 million. He gets his clients paid. What about your pitching staff? Marcus Stroman probably won't be here. So do you trade him and you get some prospects? Maybe. I mean, he understands it's a business. He said it. He said so in post-game pressers. He understands it. Justin Steele, well, unfortunately, after his All-Star appearance, he goes and gets shelled. The professor starting to get back into form. Drew Smiley pitching well. Jameson Taillon, Mr. Taillon. You got to do a much better job, son. You're not pitching very well. Nothing personal, just he's not pitching very well. So the Cubs actually have a decent rotation. They have a good rotation. They just have to put it together. These guys have got to get consistent. Because you give Bellinger another year in this locker room, how much influence is he going to have on a Patrick Wisdom, a Christopher Morel, even an Ian Happ, who's been in the league for a while? How much of an influence is he going to have? Dansby Swanson. These guys are winners. These guys are Gold Glove winners, World Series winners, winners in baseball. This is going to be that would be the best thing. But you know what? Bellinger, and that's why he got Scott Boras as his agent, because he knows. Scott Boras is like, keep hitting them homers, keep hitting them grannies, keep driving in them runs, keep playing the stud center field that you do. Because you're about to get paid. To borrow the words of Eric B. and Rakim, paid in full. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you, Papa. I ain't mad at you at all. Go get your money, Cody. Make him pay you. F you, pay me. That's what he's going to tell the Cubs. 1 year prove-it deal, $17 million. I think he's earning his money. So good luck to him. Because I know a Cub fan, but if he goes to a National League team, what if he stays in the Central and just and then just torments the Cubs for the next 6 to 8 years? Oh man. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out, because as I said, that dude's making a lot of money and he's selling his services to the highest bidder. You know, and I tell you, I like Bellinger. I've been a big fan of his since he was with the Dodgers. Always liked Cody Bellinger. When only reason I was mad at him, and it was only just for BS reasons, was when he signed with the Cubs. I'm like, oh damn! Like, I like this guy, but I can't cheer for him as much as I want because he's on the Cubs. That's why I was watching him intently before spring training when he was down there in Arizona. I'm like, how good this guy's going to be? Let's see if his swing looks good. Let's see if he looks smooth. Let's see if he looks natural and comfortable. And I was like, oh shit, this guy looks comfortable, real comfortable. And look what he's doing. Look what he's doing. It's the only reason I didn't want Cody to go to the Cubs. Like, no, you could have gone to the team. I even would have rooted for him. We went to Houston. Not the Cubs. No. Oh man, I was just a big fan of his, and no, I had flirted with the idea of getting his jersey, whoever he went. And when he came to the Cubs, I'm like, yep, can't do it. Nope, no way. I'll root for you from afar. From afar, far. I'll root for you, but from far. Well, man, Cubs got to get him in the fold, man. You got to get him in the fold if they can, because that's going to be it's a huge piece. Cornelius, I'm hating the fact he's with the Cubs. I mean, we don't need a center fielder. We have a superstar in center field today. Now, finally, he's living up to his potential. And he is, the only problem with Lewis Robert, why it sucks to be Lewis Robert, is you play in the same league as Shohei Ohtani. It's the only problem with Lewis Robert. Because Shohei Ohtani will probably win the MVP, and you're going to be able to put him at the top of that list every year. But you know what? Lou Bob's going to have one of his next 2 seasons. Lou Bob is just going to go ham. I'm saying he's not going ham now. I'm saying he's going to put up some numbers. And Shohei Ohtani may get injured. He may have a subpar season. You know what I mean? Like, he may say he gets hurt pitching. All right. Well, it's going to affect both his Cy Young and his MVP candidacy. And if Lou Bob has a good year, it'll give him a chance to take it. But yeah, baseball is going to get fun in this town again. They get fun on the South Side if they do what I told them, which they're not going to do. So it's not going to be fun. Cubs, you just keep on doing what you're doing. You know how much I hate to give you compliments, but damn, you keep doing what you're doing, especially if you sign Cody Bellinger. Whew. And you get some good prospect for Marcus Stroman. Because I don't know if you'll be able to sign both of them. You might be. You might be able to. And if you do sign Bellinger and Stroman, yeah, watch out. You got a nice number 1 at the top. You got a nice Gold Glove center fielding for me. Oh, yeah. So we'll see how it plays out. And yes, Cornelius, I am hating the fact that he does play for the Cubs. But anyway, let's take a quick break. On the other side of the break, we'll have more sports conversations. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Off the fake. Fields against the grain. Finds Jesse James. Field. With time. Delivers down the field. And Crawford. Still running. Made one way. Fields stumbling. Trying to cut it back. Justin Fields making magic happen. There goes Fields. Touchdown.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Everybody in a work zone is someone somebody.
This is my mom. She works for KDOT.
This is my dad.
This is my mom.
This is my daddy.
This is my sister.
This is my daddy.
This is my son, Scott. He was killed while working in a highway work zone. When you drive through a work zone, drive like a life depends on it. Because it does.
when I want to give up, I try to focus on getting to the next minute, then the next hour, and the next day.
It might not seem like it right now, but there are people out there like me who want to listen and support you for the long haul.
And I found someone to talk to, someone who listened.
You are not alone.
Hey, this is Dr. J, and I listen to Shawn and Maya in the morning.
Against Devers. And now he steps off, and Steele alertly runs at Ref Snyder, and now they got him hung up. Well done.
Hockman will lead off.
Line drive and a base hit into left field. So Tachman laces one the other way.
The batter is Nico Horner.
That one hits Nico Horner. 0 for 2, and he's been hit by a pitch. 3-1. Inside. And ball 4. And the run comes in. 20 pitches round out. The other way, and it gets past Casas. That'll score 1. It'll end up going.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of the Marquee Network. It was the Cubs yesterday with a underwhelming performance yesterday at Wrigley. And 11-5, Cubs is unable to get it done. All right, Boston they're 500, a little over 500, a game or two, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 3 going into the weekend. And where are they at? They're 4, yeah, because they're 6 now. So they're couldn't get it done. Boston came in and handled them rather nicely, soundly. So coming out of the break, you really got to start. If you intend to make a move in the division, in the National League, you got to start off well. This didn't start off well. And it's the first series. So, okay, you lost 2 out of 3. You won 1 out of 3. Okay. But now you got to put that behind you, and you have to come out and start playing some tough baseball. All right, tonight the Cubs welcome the Washington Nationals. Okay, for a 3-game set before they welcome the St. Louis Cardinals for a 4-game set. So you worry about Washington now. All right, the Washington Nationals are 6-57. They're 19 games under 500. You've got to win 2 out of 3 and most likely sweep. You sweep this team, you're in a good spot. You sweep this team, you're in a good spot. You know why? Because after that, the Cardinals come to town. The Cardinals, they're 13 games under 500. So you have to win 3 or 4, or hell, sweep. If you can sweep these next 2 series, and I know it's asking a lot, but if you can sweep these next 2 series, that's 7 games. A 7-game win streak. You're literally Cincinnati, Milwaukee can't afford to lose more than 2 or 3 in the next 7 games. Well, I guess you both could. But you're smack in the right back in the middle of everything. Got some work to do, boys, on both sides of town. We're going to talk a little Bulls. Only the Bulls. Only the Bulls. All right, we talked a little bit about it earlier in the top of the morning segment. Bulls officially signed Torrey Craig. All right, they signed him to a 2-year, $5.4 million deal. I think the 5.373 is what it is. Just rounded up to 5.4. It's 3-and-D guy. I mean, a 3-point shooter and plays defense. For those of you who don't know what a 3-and-D is. But he gives the Bulls size. He gives the Bulls length. And that's vital. He gives his Bulls more 3-point shooting, which is necessary. Really necessary with this team. The Bulls are in a weird spot. Bulls are in a very weird spot because you just signed the point guard. His name just escaped me. The guy from Milwaukee. He's played with the Milwaukee Bucks. He's from the Chicagoland area. And so now you got him. You got Kobe White. Got Alex Caruso. You still got Zach LaVine. I mean, he's probably, I don't know if you call him a guard or forward. You still got Zach LaVine. Ayo needs to be signed. Or do you sign him? Do you re-sign him? What's the deal with that? We're a little guard heavy. We're heavy at the top on guards. Which is why this signing of Torrey Craig is huge. All right, you got a little more size, a little more length. And what is desperately needed, 3-point shooting. So where do the Bulls go from here? Do you re-sign Ayo? Is he the odd man out? And Patrick Beverley's gone. He signed with who did Patrick Beverley sign with? I can't. Javon Carter is the point guard we got. Thank you, Cornelius. Pat Bev's gone. So do you keep them? Do you bring Ayo back? And and here's another thing. How long should we as fans allow these guys to develop? I mean, Ayo's going into his 3rd year. Do you want to re-sign him? Or do you think he's reached his ceiling? Kobe White had improvement last year, so they got him an extra deal, another deal. So he's on the books for a couple of seasons. There's a lot of guards. There's no true point guard. We talked about last week. The Bulls got the $10.2 million exemption for Lonzo Ball. What do they go get? What do they need? Do they need a point guard first, or do they need more shooting? Well, you always need more shooting. You can never have too much shooting, but you also need a point guard. You also need a guy who can run the show, can facilitate, who can get him out on the break, get him out and go. Because we all saw what happened when the Bulls were doing that with Lonzo Ball. Best team in the East. So where do you go? Where do you go with that $10.2 million exception? I'll listen to Casey Johnson. The Bulls, goodness. I think it's $172 million is a hard cap for the Bulls. All right, they're like 157, I want to say, is what Casey said this morning. If that's the case, you got 14, 15 mil. But you get an exemption, so you got the extra 10. This is a big problem. The Bulls are strapped. They're up against the cap. They got a little bit of relief with the exemption. But then how do you spend it? What do you deem the most important? A point guard or a shooter? You saw what happened 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago, before he got hurt. So is that what you need? You need a Lonzo Ball type guy to shoot a 3 and run this offense? I mean, is that what Javon Carter's for? Or do you just go try and get another shooter? Get another dead-eye shooter. Max Strus is off the table. How crazy? How crazy is that? That you grew up in the Chicagoland area. You're rooting for the Bulls. You play for them. While you're playing for, you tear your ACL. While you tear your ACL, or after you're done tearing your ACL, they let you go. And you're like, I gave everything I had. Like what? And he gets picked up from the practice squad. He gets picked up from. First of all, he went undrafted, but after that, and he got waived by the Bulls. I think he went to Boston for a year, and in Miami, and he blended in perfectly with Miami, perfectly. I mean, I think he disappeared a little bit in the finals, but hey, first time big stage, price could be a little light, could be a little hot. First time there. Cornelius, you said if Kobe and P. Will finally reach their potential, the Bulls will be fine. Let me think about that. Yeah. Okay, I can agree with you. Cornelius. Because that means P. Will's going to be a lot more aggressive. P. Will's going to be going to the basket. P. Will's going to be an option, even if it's just on a second unit. And he's option number one. Fine, perfect. And then option number 4 or 5 on the first when he's with the first unit. Cool. And if Kobe can get himself up to 40%, man, we are cooking with grease. We're cooking with gas. We're cooking with grease. I like it. But they got to reach their potential. What have I talked about on P. Will? Come on, Papa. This is your 4th year in the league now. You're a grown-up. You've had 3 years of experience. You had 3 years of taking a back seat to people. Now it's your time. Now it's your time to step forward and you have. Show how talented you are. We'll see. What do you at P. Will? What do you have in you? Do you have that desire to be great? We're going to find out. We'll find out. The Drummond, still like Drummond. Who else? Obviously, Zach DeMar and Vooch. That's the big 3. And I think they're running it back because this team also is an enigma. Why is it that both Jerry Reinsdorf's teams are enigmas? Why? Because they'll play well one night and they don't play well the next 2 or 3 nights. Play well one night, won't play well again the next 2 or 3 nights. So what leaders are you going to go get? Because I think this team is leaderless. I don't think they have a leader. And to me, that's huge. Doesn't matter what sport you're in, what game you play, a team game. You need a leader. You need a captain. I don't mean just one with a C on his shirt and fakes the funk on a nasty dunk. I'm talking a guy who's a captain, who's a leader. Because that's what this team needs. That's exactly what this team needs, is someone to lead them. Because right now they're just kind of aimlessly wandering around. They call it basketball purgatory. You're fighting for a playoff spot, maybe get in the play-in game. So you're not going to have the number 1 pick. But you're not bad enough to have the number 1 pick because, you're not good enough to really do anything in the playoffs. You're not really doing anything in the playoffs. You're not really going to get the number 1 pick. You're in basketball purgatory, basketball hell. Because you're not good one way or the other. You'd rather be shit and then get a higher draft pick. But you're too good. playing in the play-in. So pick a lane. Pick a lane. Either be crap for next year so you can get a great pick, or do your best, get in the playoffs, and hopefully you can win a game. Maybe that'll attract free agents for you. I don't know. Something's got to be done. Something's got to be done. Do you trade Vooch? I don't think they want to trade Vooch. Otherwise, they wouldn't have re-signed him. Do you trade DeMar? DeMar might give you the most. I don't know if he'll give you the most in return. It's DeMar, then Zach. I think Zach would get you the most return, but I don't know if I want him gone. Maybe I don't want him or DeRozan gone. But the Bulls are going to have to pick a lane. You got to pick a lane. So if, ands, or buts, you got to pick a lane and you got to go with it. If you want this team, and it sounds like you're going to run it back again. You already signed Vooch. DeMar's is under contract. You just signed Zach last season to a max. Looks like you want to run it back again. Just add a few more pieces. Is that what you're going to do, Bulls? Because that's sure as hell what it looks like. And fans, are you okay with this? Are you okay with this? Running it back again? Because let's see. I'm trying to see when the Greek Freak's contract is up. Because, here's White Sox talk. Oh, okay. Never mind. So let's see. Giannis is your free agent after next year? Yeah. So Giannis is getting 24. Oh, he's two. No, next year. He's getting 45.6 this year. 23-24. 24-25 is getting 48.7. 48.8. Then they're going to review they're going to review it, the season, and Giannis has the player option in 25 and 26. Does he want to stay there? Depends on what they do to build around him. If they don't, he's gone. But in 26, 27, he is an unrestricted free agent. So I know there's been a lot of talk about it. I hope we could get him. I love the Greek Freak. I think he'd be great in Chicago with his organization, with his fan base, with the community. I think he'd be phenomenal. But that's just my own opinion. Just mine. Pipe dream, maybe. Yeah. But it would be great to see Giannis in a Bulls uniform. That'd be great. Listen, let's take one more break. And on the other side of the break, we'll have more sports conversation. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
At a time when the news seems as subjective as the partisan politics dividing this country, independent professional journalism has become a resource people need to get the honest and accurate information for their lives. That's why I created JQuinnReports.com. As a born and raised Chicagoan, I know this city better than anyone. So my investigative stories are all original, and they'll go deeper to expose the truth by using information obtained from public information databases and in-depth interviews with the movers and shakers. My future stories will introduce you to people and businesses who are changing the world, not just Chicago. My missing person stories will spotlight those who you don't hear about in the mainstream media who are often overlooked. If you want to hear my personal views on things around the world, check out my blog site, which is based off of factual information and my life experiences. There's also past episodes of my weekly sports podcast show, What's Up Cuz, that I host with my real-life cousin, Lance Irvin. So if you're looking for all this information and more, check out jcoydenreports.com and follow me on Twitter at jcoyden.
Every day, we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what...
Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago on this House Music Monday edition. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. Justin Fields, baby. We are literally 8 days away. 8 days away from 8 days away from them reporting to camp next Tuesday. 9 days away from them on the field, if I'm not mistaken. It's getting here. It's coming fast. It's been here fast. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm fired up about it. Brandon Schutz. Good morning, Papa. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Cornelius, you're all for running it back? You would have a better chance. Do you want? Okay. All right. But you did just say that this should be the last chance for this group. You want to run it back one more again. One more game, as my man Barry would say. One more game. Okay. I do like this team. I think this team is it's a couple players away. I have my thoughts about Billy, my concerns about Billy. But I think they need two things. Well, they need three things. A point guard. All right. Hopefully if Javon Carter could be that point guard, that'd be great. If he can hit the three at a 37 to 40% clip, oh, that'd be dope. They need a shooter. Maybe Javon could be that shooter. Maybe Torrey can be that shooter. And they need rim protection. An eraser. My weekend was good, Brandon. Thanks for tuning in, Papa. I appreciate it. It was good. Had a birthday party to go to Saturday. What did I do? I didn't do much yesterday. It was low key. Low key, man. Low key. It was just good. It was good. Not much. I got a lot coming up this week. Yeah. I forgot where I was going. Oh, Billy is a coach. Yeah, he makes some questionable moves for me. A little too questionable sometimes. One is the Andre Drummond situation. Like, why isn't that dude playing more? Does he get out of control too much? You got to sit him down and be like, come on, Papa, you got to, I want to play you more, but I need you to stay under control. All right, it's not 6 years ago when you're an all-star. That dude is freaking walking double-double, though. My goodness. But, one of the things that we were talking about was, here you go. I was guilty of this. I didn't see Chase Claypool working out. And I get it. You don't have to show everything that you do. You don't. I think. Where? What? But it would be nice. And here's the thing: if all your boys and your squad is practicing, I need to see you there too. Because if you're not with the guys, if you're just working out by yourself, why? What the hell are you doing? And it was confirmed by Simeon Walker? No. Oh, I'll find it. But anyway, it was confirmed he was there. But I need to see you. Simeon Kelly, that's who it was. If everybody else is there. If everyone was separate doing their own thing, no, we're not on you. We're not on you. Okay? This is one of the things about social media. You don't have to show us you're working out. But if all your boys are there, I need to see you there. I need to know you're gaining a rapport with Justin Fields, the guy who's going to be throwing you the ball. Especially you, who one is in a contract year, two, who's 6'4" who runs a 4.3 with a 38-inch vert. I need to know where I can go to you, when I can go to you when DJ Moore is double covered. So yeah, I'm hoping that he's been there on a consistent basis, hopefully. And the only way we know if people are down there giving reports, because if we don't see him, we think he's not there. We keep seeing his pictures in London, in Paris. I think it's just Paris. He was overseas with the NFL. He was overseas with his modeling gig. Cool. But remember what pays the bills, and that's football. So you don't have to post. It'll be posted for you. Trust me. More video that comes out, more clips that come out of Justin working with his boys, and you're there. We'll see you. We'll see you. But just do us that, because we're expecting a lot. We gave up a second. Technically, we gave up a first-round pick for you. Because if you remember, Miami got their first-round pick was forfeited because of the tampering when dealing with the Tom Brady situation a couple of years ago. So there were only 31 picks in the first round. So 32 is usually the the last pick in the first round, which is where the Steelers got you. Is the pick we gave up for you. The Steelers got for you. That's the pick the Steelers got for you. Man, you know what we could have done with that second round pick, that number 32 pick? We could have done a lot. And for you to, I don't know if you don't understand the gravitas of it, or I don't know. It bugs me. Because he seems like the kind of guy he's a little different. Talented, don't get me wrong, but just a little different. It's a little different. Let's see who are some of the names that were still there. All right. Joey Porter Jr. was who Pittsburgh took with that pick. All right. We could have taken him as opposed to Tyreek Stevenson. I'm not saying Tyreek Stevenson's bad, no. Michael Mayer, tight end from Notre Dame. Derek Hall, outside linebacker, edge rusher. Jonathan Mingo. Oh, no, we wouldn't need a wide receiver. Isaiah Foskey was there, edge rusher. BJ Ojolari, edge rusher. Joe Tippmann, if you wanted to go offensive line, center. Keon White from Georgia Tech. These are all people who were taken before that were still on the board. Sam Smith. And we got Javon Dexter. Okay. All these people were available. So if you wonder why people are getting on you and want to see you, is because we gave up a lot. The Bears did a lot for you. And from everything we've seen, this offense is difficult to pick up in a year. It has its growing pains. If you don't believe me, go look at Denver. Super Bowl winning quarterback, much better receiving core over there, and they struggled. They struggled big time. Same offense. Nathaniel Hackett was the head coach over there. We got their offensive coordinator from Green Bay. So it's a difficult offense, but once you get it, you get it. It's simple. Once you get it and you're familiar with it, now you can grow in it. And that's what we're expecting from Chase Claypool. We're expecting that from you, young man. We're expecting a big year from you. Because you understand, everyone and their mama is going to be looking at DJ Moore. They better be. But that just means everybody else gets to eat. If DJ Moore gets 600 yards and everybody else gets 5 or 6, DJ Moore did a phenomenal job. And everybody else took advantage of their opportunities. I know DJ Moore is going to want to get 1,000. I know he does. Or at least be the leading receiver on this team, but he's going to want to get 1,000, which I'm cool with. But if DJ Moore only gets 600 or 700 yards and everybody else gets a minimum of 300 or 400, holy shit, then now we're talking. That means they were double covering him, man up everywhere else, and other people were making plays. Other people were getting open. Other people were finding soft spots in the zone because the safety might have been shaded over a little bit toward DJ Moore, which vacated a certain area. If it's a cover 2, maybe had a guy run a go route on the backside, occupy that safety, and now the seam's wide open, or the middle of the field's wide open, because there's so many different things. So many different ways that DJ Moore could be effective. And part of it could be just being named DJ Moore and having the resume, because it's going to affect everybody. Defenses have to shade to you. This is what we need, Cole. You get Cole. Imagine. Imagínate. If these guys get 800 yards each. I'm talking Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool, DJ Moore. We haven't even talked about Tyler Scott, Phyllis Jones, EQ St. Brown, Cole Kmet, Tunyon. And this is all possible. This is all very possible. Good friend of mine. Really good friend of mine. It was her birthday. I hope so, Nomad. I hope so. I hope so. I hope he's got. I hope there's nothing to worry about. Because I want to see him go ham. I want to see him go. You know who I want him? You know who I want him to be like? You know who I want him to be like? I want him to be Alshon Jeffrey. I want Alshon Jeffrey numbers from him. About just as tall. Alshon Jeffrey, when he had Brandon Marshall, man, that was a Pro Bowl number 2 receiver. No, not worried. Not worried. I'm just anxious to get it started. But I still try to enjoy the process now. I'm anxious in my seat, but I just want to get started. But I'm enjoying it right now. You know, I think that, man, he could be. Lewis, oh, hell yeah. Can we get to 4,000 passing yards with these receivers? Hell yeah. Justin Fields could easily do that. This year, I don't know. I think he's going to get a 32 to 3,500 yards this year. With Justin Fields and all the speed around him, the Bears will be running on zones all day. You mean running the ball or running it refacing zones in the secondary against passes? Which do you mean, Cornelius? The running game or the passing game are going to be facing zones? Well, Brandon, your birthday is August 13th. My birthday is a week from tomorrow, the 25th, the day everybody reports. I really want. I am praying for Claypool to go ham. Praying for him to go ham. That would be the best thing in the world. Because you know what you got in DJ Moore. You know what you got. You got a dude who could do everything. A dude that everyone, a legit number one, you have to go double team him. Hell, maybe even triple team him. And this is going to determine the mindset here. We're going to see your mindset, Chase Claypool. We're going to see your mindset, Darnell Mooney. If these jokers get 500 or 600 yards apiece and DJ getting 8 or 1,000, come on, man. That's already 2,700 yards. We haven't even talked about the tight ends and any of the other wide receivers or the backs. You know, Lewis, you asked if they could get 4,000. Man, think about it. Remember, I gave you that example. If this is just hypothetical, if DJ Moore got 500. Chase Claypool got 500. Darnell Mooney got 500. Velus Jones, 300-ish. Tyler Scott, 200 or 400 or something. That's 5. Cole Kmet, 400 or 500. Tunyon, 400 or 500. Now we're looking at 3,500. Not to mention the running backs coming out of the backfield. Not to mention some other receivers. And that's with everyone having 500 yards. But people are going to have over 500 yards. So like I said, I say 32 to 3,500 this year. And I think if he gets more than that, excellent. But I think next year, I think next year we're looking at easily 4,000 yards for Justin Fields. Staying healthy, of course. Cornelius, you're 8-1. You're August 1st, huh? Okay, you're Leo as well. Dito, he's a Leo as well. Thank you very much. Next Tuesday. It's this month. Next Tuesday, July 25th. But things are looking good. I can't wait. We are literally 8 days away from players reporting. We are 8 days away, 9 days away from them being on the field. And then the talk is over. And people are still going to come up with bullshit, clickbait and stuff. That's okay. But the talk's over. The pads are on. Position battles will be won. And there are going to be a lot of different position battles. A lot of position battles. I want to see how much tick Tyler Scott gets. I want to see how well does he force himself into that rotation. Does Velus Jones force himself into that rotation as a wide receiver? I want to see what Velus Jones is going to do as a kick returner. He had a couple of good, the last 4 or 5 weeks for Velus Jones, he did like one good, really good thing every game, which gave me a lot of hope for him. Like, okay, good. He just had the rookie nerves. It happens to a lot of people. He settled down, the benching. Remember, he wasn't dressed for a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. He wasn't even dressed. And settled him down. Because with those guys, with him and Scott and Claypool and Moore, the speed that they have is crazy. The speed that they have is crazy. Nothing like we've ever seen here in Chicago. Nothing. So let's go put him and play him on grass. Let's go play this team. Let's go play the speed team on grass. Which is why it never boggled my mind why the Bears never went to turf. Field turf. Why they never went to field turf. You want to get a fast team, and if it's muddy, you just. I know they lost the opposing team lost any advantage as well if they were a speed team, but so did you. You should have defensive coordinators should have nightmares looking at this damn offense, especially when they start running the ball. Like that's the last thing you want to do is you can't let this Bear team run the ball. There's no way. There's no freaking way that you can let this Bear team run the ball, because if you do, you're screwed. You are freaking screwed. I think the D coordinators have to make it a point to stop the run, because if you allow the Bears to run and you need to bring a safety down, you need to have an extra guy in the box, you are cooked. Which is why they got 3 running backs, which is why they got 3 good running backs, which is why they upgraded that offensive line. It all starts there, because God forbid you, as a D coordinator, you do not want to get punched in the mouth repeatedly, and you can't stop it. You have to stop that, because everything else it plays off of that. Play action, oh man. Linebackers suck up, hit Cole Kmet, Robert Tonyan, or whoever's a slot right behind the linebackers and let them run. Yeah, D coordinators are going to have to do their damnedest to make sure they stop this run. Because the weapons on this offense, this is going back to the Marcellus Bennett, Alshon Jeffrey, Brandon Marshall, Matt Forte days, Jay Cutler days. This is what it's going back to. Do you realize that offense, that Cutler offense, 9 of the 11 people on that offense either had been or would eventually get to a Pro Bowl? That offense was stacked. Cutler, Forte, Jeffrey, Bennett, Marshall. That was stacked. And this team can be stacked too. You're talking about bunch formations. Man, you put DJ Moore, Tyler Scott or Velus Jones, and Darnell Mooney in a bunch on one side. Chase Claypool on the other. Or take out DJ Moore, put him over there. Because if you put DJ Moore by himself and the strength is to the other side, to the trip side, the bunch side, what are you going to do? You put the strength to the trip side because there's trips. which means that you're not going to have as much help for DJ Moore, or do you put the strength on DJ Moore's side? Do you call strength to DJ Moore's side if you're the Mike linebacker, and now you're leaving a little less help for the trip side? Yeah. And what did I tell you? How many times for Tyler Scott, all we saw was him running away from people, breakaways, no one around him, running away from people. It's going to be fun, man. We got a little over a week, and all the talking stops. We can start talking about the position battles and what leader Justin Fields is, how great his deep ball looks again. Man, I'm fired up. You hated stacked wide receivers who are speed demons. Yeah. You got to be fundamentally sound, because you can go in, out, or up. It's the only way you can go in, out, or up. But who goes in, who goes out, who goes up? Because if you think one guy's going up and he ends up going out, and the guy behind to his right slides underneath him and goes up, yeah, you're screwed. It's tough. It's tough, especially if you're playing man. You should most likely play zone. When we saw that, I always had my kids go zone and tell them, hey, one guy, they can only go one way. Two receivers aren't going the same way. It's in, out, or up. You got in, you got out, you got up. That's it. Man, 2 hours is come and gone. Holy shnikes, man. Yeah, you don't have a whole bunch of Deion Sanders in there who can stick with guys. Yeah, you are. Man, 3 hours is come and gone, guys. You guys were awesome, awesome as always. Man, I want to thank my guests. Oh, no one was on today. My guests, you know who my guests were? You were. You guys were my guests. And I love it. You kept this chat room live and jumping. Nomad jumped in. Excellent. Cornelius Squall, my man from the left coast. Brandon Livingston. Brandon Schutz was in the house. Of course, Luis Mejia was in there. Armando, Patty, Monica, Cornelius Squalls. All right, Shawn Walls is in the house. Man, all you guys made this an awesome, awesome show. My guy, Big Z, Jose Suazo, Big Z. He's got his own podcast, True Chicago Sports Fans. Check that out, too. Good stuff. But, man, listen, I appreciate you tuning in. And I'm still working on something. I'm telling you. I wish I wish I could tell you what I'm working on, but I can't. But yeah. It got pushed back because of someone's expecting. So anyway, I digress. Man, I want to thank Steve-O for giving me our clips. I want to thank Elliot Baye, executive producer, my guy, Clarence Council III, who's my social media guy, my co-host, in absentia Maya Kai. Hopefully we entertained you for the last couple of hours. What we're going to do is we're going to take a 46-hour break. I forgot. All right, 46-hour break. And I will tell you, I got Scott Merkin coming on Wednesday. I was talking with him yesterday, so he'll be on Wednesday. And I have one more guest that I'm reached out to. And I have to wait to see, so I can't confirm that. So just check Facebook. If I should be posting them soon. Just want to say thanks to everybody for tuning in, man. I appreciate the love and the support. But I got to roll, baby. I got to roll. We'll see you on Wednesday. Same bad time, same bad channel, 9 a.m. to 11 Central Time. So for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, here at Shawn and Maya in the morning, your boy SuperBack, I'm out.